Good afternoon, everyone. It is Mitchell, aka the Walker in Orlando, and welcome over here to Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter Resort. And the reason we're over here is because we are checking in for a mini staycation. So we're over here for 3 days, 2 nights. Gonna be doing stuff, but mostly gonna give you guys our whole experience of staying at one of the Disney resorts. And this is actually gonna be the first time Kayla's ever stayed at this resort. It's also gonna be the first time she's ever gotten past the lobby, so it's gonna be really nice to do this. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and stick around for our entire trip out here at Port Orleans French Quarter. Then I walked into the main lobby, and I've always loved this lobby because of the big windows and everything. There's Floatworks, Sasagula Floatworks, and food, so it's food beverage. We do have to go over here to the front desk to finish our check-in, get our stuff, and pay off the rest of the room. Alright, so we are all checked in, finished off paying off the balance, so now we have to head over to the south side of the resort, park over there, and then head to our room, trying to make sure we're as close as possible, because Kayla is still having some ankle pain, so we are going to try to be as close as we can physically get. Alright, so now we've parked, so now we are looking for building 2, and Kayla did say, because Kayla is the one who did book all this, it is a garden view, so we don't have a view of the river, so we'll be more likely facing out, looking at the garden area here. But like I said, Kayla's never gotten to this area of French Quarter, and I always do say, this is a super gorgeous resort. Alright, so this is our room. Last time I think we stayed in a room of some sort. It was staying on the cruise. So this is the first time we've seen a resort room. And also, I think these rooms all got updated at some point because I don't remember the hardwood floor. But what I do appreciate is Disney's been going to these beds that have the storage underneath. But it does come with a mini fridge. Doesn't come with a microwave, though. We had to call about a microwave because we brought food with us to kind of try to save a little money.
They'll bring you a microwave.
Yeah, they will. But then you've got the got the extra pillow and blanket. There's the safe around the corner here. 2 nice sinks. The only thing is, I think is, yeah, bathroom's tiny. Oh. Kayla, there's a bathtub.
Bathtubs. Look, they updated the thermostat too.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the fancy thermostats. How low can it go? Oh, 60 is the lowest it goes. Rude.
Is that 60?
68.
Drop it.
It's as low as it can go.
Oh, I think you said 60 was the lowest.
I thought it was. But we kind of have a partial pool / garden view. So there's the pool right there, that's actually the splash pad. Then you have the serpents thing, but not an awful room. So the only downside, I do think, is that I'm kind of glad because you can't really hear a lot of the pool. So I am looking for the ice. So our room is in this extra building over here. Looking for the ice. I think it's next to the elevators. So for the ice, it's actually right next to the elevators. So the elevators are right there. Ice is right in that little room right there next to a couple vending machines. So now walk back to the room, which isn't too bad. Like I said, this resort is super nice because it is a lot quieter. It's one of the smaller resorts, but this is a moderate resort, which means it's the 2nd tier level. So you have Value, which is Pop Century, All-Star Resorts. Then you have Moderate, which is this resort, Riverside, Coronado, Caribbean Beach. And then you have your Deluxe, which are your Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and all that stuff, which we actually stayed at both of those. So I'll probably link both of those videos up in the corner so you guys can check those stays out as well. We did end up going swimming in the pool, and I'll show you guys that a little bit in a second. But now we are heading up because originally we asked for them to bring us a microwave. Because we brought some food with us just because we were just trying to save a little bit of money. Also, we brought more healthier things as well so that we weren't eating super bad. But they still didn't bring us a microwave, and we're trying to save all of our sandwich stuff for the parks tomorrow and the next day. So we ended up ordering just a pizza from the Floatworks. So we're heading down there now to go get that, plus show you guys a little bit of the front area up here. I always think it's funny how there are still playgrounds at the Disney resorts. Because there's one right here. So that right there is the front area. The lobby's on the other side. There is a full arcade right there, and then you have the gift shop next to it, and then the Floatworks, Sasagula Floatworks Food Factory. So we came into the gift shop really quick, so Kayla needed some nail clippers, but I forgot I haven't seen these yet. It's the new Coke bottles that have like the commemorative bottles, so it's like Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, all different types. Still $4.70 though. Also, you can buy alcohol in this gift shop, but also they don't have any like microwavable meals because these do not have any of the DVC rooms, so not all of them have a microwave. Also, if you've got any sort of essentials, they do have a lot of that stuff here. They have like toothbrushes, face mask, Benadryl, charging cables, safety pins, mini sewing kits, and stuff like that.
And on medicine, they don't overcharge you.
They do it based on the rate you would get like at CVS or Walgreens.
Which is kind.
And then like pull-ups, batteries, adapters, adapter plugs. So it's kind of nice to have all that kind of just available to get. So I do love these little ornaments because it looks like the entrance coming in to the lobby area. And also Kayla's looking for a pen because anywhere she stays on property she has to have a pen for. So a nice little Tiana pen says Port Orleans French Quarter. And then they have this cool Tervis. Kind of the conversation we've had before about Tervises and stuff. So that's called the Jackson Square, and that's the gift shop. And if you're wondering where it is, it's off to the right-hand side. Now I gotta go over here to Floatworks, the Sasagula Floatworks and Food Factory, because our pizza is ready. Also, I will have to come by at another point to show you guys where they've moved the beignets to. Because now they've gotten rid of the Scat Club and made it all into Mickey-shaped beignets. But this is the Floatworks shop. Right now it's not super busy because it's not super like high period of food or like lunch or anything. So come in here and actually they have different things. They have like jambalaya, pasta, pizza, all sorts of nice stuff. So I think the best thing after a day at the theme park is turning on the TV and just listening to the resort music loop. It is one of my favorite things because it gives you all the information just right there of all the park hours. Now these are for like today, but sometimes they'll tell you stuff for tomorrow as well. And sometimes give you like stuff like what's going to be happening. So it says feature entertainment. You know, reality they still have enchantment happening at 9:20. So kind of that's weird. So like I said, like we are mostly just going to be showcasing our stay here at French Quarter because we just went to the Magic Kingdom, came back after spending what 3 hours there, and all that stuff. So like whenever we're at the resort or like we're doing other things, or like when we go to Alien Compass at the boardwalk, we'll show kind of like a little bit of that. Just everything you kind of do outside of the theme parks. That's what this video is all about. But I mean, like, it's okay. Like coming back to this room was so nice because you know it's a little bit messy because we've been in here for a little bit and we've already like moved stuff around. It's still just such a nice little room to come back to as the resort music just keeps happening in the background. Good morning. It is our second day here at French Quarter, Port Orleans French Quarter. Just woke up actually. Actually, I've been awake a little bit. I had a hard time sleeping last night, but yeah, so I'm over here getting some ice this morning. I think we'll walk around a little bit this morning. We actually are 10:30. We're meeting my mom up at the front to have some beignets. I kind of want to give you kind of a like upside, downside of our room. So the bed's extremely comfortable. Like I still think the most comfortable bed I've ever slept on, like for any Disney resort, quote unquote, is still our Disney Cruise Line bed. That's still probably the best bed I've ever slept on for a Disney like resort type thing. But the only downside to our room I found is being that close to the splash pad. We could hear a splash pad going on all night, and at 11 they sounded all the whistles for the for them to close down the pool and the splash pad and everything. So it's the only downside, but it wasn't like the end of the world. Like we slept just fine, and even then before that it wasn't like a big deal. So but this morning I'm getting some ice because Kayla is still having issues with her ankles, so I need to get her some ice. I also could tell like this early in the morning they've got a lot of stuff already running. So like they've got the splash pad already running, they've got this water slide running, but the pool isn't open until 10. But here at French Quarter, the pool does stay open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. The same thing with the spa or the hot tub. But yeah, like I said, the only thing is we could hear this. Now if I was in one of these rooms that are like along here, hopefully they have a little more way of muffling the noise, because it was kind of loud at some points last night. Also right over there, that building right there, that's a bar, that's the poolside bar and everything. But I'm also going to show you guys how the coffee machine works in the room, so you guys get an idea of what to expect if you stay at one of these like moderate resorts. Because I think some of the values still don't have coffee machines, but you can see there's our room right there. And like I said, Kayla is still very much asleep. Better get some ice though, so once she wakes up she can ice her ankle. So one of the things that we could have taken advantage of while we were here is that we could have taken advantage of the early morning hours at the resort, at the parks. So the parks have certain set times that they open, like Animal Kingdom and Epcot both open at 8:30. Magic opens at 9, and not Animal Kingdom. Epcot and Hollywood Studios open at 8:30. Animal Kingdom opens at 7:30. Magic opens at 9 a.m. What we could have done is we could have taken advantage of going in about 30 minutes early and going to a couple of the lands that are super popular. But we decided to just sleep in. This was not a park trip. This was not going to the parks and stuff for us. I guess we went to Magic last night. We're probably gonna go to Studios for a little bit today. But this is more of just hanging out and see what you do at the resort kind of thing. So I'm currently walking down to the Floatworks Cafe to check out see if there's any more like coffee creamers or any different things, some sugar and stuff. Mostly just don't want to get up and walk because I'm not quite awake yet. So I also kind of want to show you what the resort looks like this early in the morning. Now the nice thing is with the Sasakula Floatworks and Food Factory is that you can mobile order. So like last night when we ordered a pizza, I ended up mobile ordering, and you can mobile order before you get there. And I think that's honestly one of the best things you can do is mobile order, because of the fact that like you could be up in your room, say prepare my order, as you walk down, by the time you get down here your food's ready for you. So I say that's a huge like tip if you're staying here, just as an FYI. Also last night, I don't think I showed you this. This is the map for the entire Port Orleans resort, so for French Quarter and Riverside side. So you can see Riverside or French Quarter is right here, and then you've got Riverside right there. So very big routes. So I was going to show you how the coffee machine works, but this is a very similar coffee machine that we had like at Cabana Bay. So if you want to, you can always brew 2 cups of coffee. It has this little tray that you put the coffee grounds into, or the pods they have for it. What I found doing the 2 does 1 really full cup and then 1 like half cup, which is fun because a full cup is what Kayla needs for coffee wise, and then half cup's about all I need. But I do love the fact that we get the 50th anniversary blend. If I can get it to focus. I do like this blend a lot. We had this at Hilton Head, and I really liked it a lot. Also, something else if you want to know is that if you have a room that doesn't come with a microwave, you can actually call. It took us to call twice, but this morning we called, and less than 5 minutes later, microwave showed up. So, not sure why last night they couldn't bring it to us. Came over to, of course, you know, for a good breakfast, you have to add some fried dough and some beignets. But I love the fact now they're the Mickey beignets because they've changed over this bar into the Scat Cats Club Cafe. So this is where you get your Mickey-shaped beignets. Like you can get beignets over in the Floatworks, but if you want the Mickey-shaped ones, you come here. I will say, if you want really good quality beignets, coming over here is amazing. Like they're so fresh, they're so good, especially now that you can, they also have like, so we got the 6th version, which is like $10.49. There's also 3-1, and you get a sauce with each of them. So we got because we got the 6th one, they give us 2 sauces, so we got a strawberry and a chocolate. But then they have specialty beignets, and then they later in the day have boozy beignets, where they put like booze into the middle. So very unique. Like I said, it used to be a bar, but they've converted into a beignet thing. Now you can get regular beignets in the quick service, but they're not Mickey shaped. And the fact they're Mickey shaped always makes them taste a little bit better. What makes me really sad is coming out here, then you see the old, what used to be the Magical Express sign, it's just changed into airport shuttle departures. But if you are staying here, if you're curious, the bus stop is just off to the right after you leave the lobby. But we are driving on over to Hollywood Studios, so we're gonna go over and do that. Won't film any over there just because that's not part of this video. Then we'll be back over and we're gonna wander over to Riverside because Kayla's never been over there. So we just got back from Hollywood Studios and also Kayla getting her ear pierced. So I was noticing it seems kind of busy, but then Kayla did mention it is a little bit after 3. And a little bit after 3 is check-in time, so also I did forget there is an arcade down here. And also if you do have If you need any ATM, there's an ATM right here, there's a restroom down here, and fuel rod right here. So that works out well, so if you do the fuel rod thing. Also, something else, if you come into the gift shop, which is the Jackson Square gift shop, you can actually drop off mail here to be sent out, and then if you need something sent here, you can actually have it sent to this address right there. It's kind of cool. So I will say, at least coming from the parking lot, because we are at parking lots 1 and 2, or near buildings 1 and 2, and the walkway for all the walk from there, what, less than 5 minutes for us, and even to like the lobby and to the buses, less than 5 minutes. But also that's the whole idea of this resort. Now if you go to Riverside, actually the interesting thing is Riverside has like 5 stops for the buses, so you don't have to go to the same one. Now there are times where this resort and Riverside do combine into the same bus. It can make it a very busy bus. So when Kayla told me we were eating at Ale & Compass, for some reason she said we would go walk the boardwalk. My mind said we were supposed to be at the boardwalk. So actually it's at the Yacht Club, which I don't think I've ever walked up the Yacht Club, like to the entrance area. Kayla says I have. But I think
sure this is where the carousel gingerbread house is.
Oh, the carousel gingerbread house. I thought you were talking about the little carousel in the glass that we saw at the beach club.
Oh, yeah,
that's what my brain was thinking. I will tell you, going into different resorts I've never been into. Like we came in, Kayla said we came in here for the gingerbread house here. But
don't think it was here.
No, I don't think it was. I don't know.
There was a little stand back there. That was the beach club.
Was it the beach club?
Or it was the boardwalk. I can't.
I don't remember. No, maybe the boardwalk is the one that has the carousel because it had the little. No, it was the beach club we went to see that at. So really, it's the first time we've seen this lobby. And I feel very out of place in this lobby, honestly. So we ended up eating only at Ale & Compass. We were talking about maybe going to the boardwalk, but because of Kayla's ankle, she doesn't want to try pushing, especially since she's wearing different shoes as well. She's wearing more flat shoes that kind of go with her dress and stuff. But overall, it was really good. Really liked it. Kayla had the brick lemon chicken with
potatoes and broccolini.
And I got to try it. Kayla said the only thing what she didn't do was she put the lemon.
I squeezed the lemon on it.
Yeah,
they already had lemon sauce on it, so it made it too lemony.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens. And then I got the the pasta with chicken, and the sauce was very good. I probably could eat that without the chicken, honestly, and it probably wouldn't be just as good. So
protein's good.
Yeah, protein is good, but
yeah, you needed a little bit more pasta though to go with the sauce because you had a lot of sauce left over.
But it's like the really thick, like it was like a really thick fettuccine, like fettuccine style noodle.
Yeah.
So I feel like
the sauce was super thick, but they didn't put. It seemed like they mixed the sauce with almost vegetables, like they blended it.
Yeah, it almost seemed like it, but it was really good. It wasn't like Alfredo, but it was really good. I honestly liked that a lot. So, but now instead of staying at the boardwalk, we're actually gonna head back to French Quarter to go swim for a little bit. So good morning from our checkout day here next to the Sassagoula River. I haven't brought you guys down to the Sassagoula River. This is the river that runs along French Quarter to down to Riverside. Then you can take said boat to Disney Springs as well. Kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of the pool because it is not quite open yet. So I haven't had a chance to show you that. Then I'm also going to go pick up some breakfast because what Kayla doesn't know is I've actually got us breakfast. I know she's going to be mad because it's been money, but I thought she'd make some Mickey waffles this morning. So you can see there's a nice serpent with King Triton riding on him, and then if you actually look at the eyes actually do light up. But this is the only main pool for French Quarter, so it's pretty cool actually. But not very many places to sit. That's the thing we found out pretty quickly the other day when we first were here. That's not very many places to sit for it. But so last night after we left Ale & Compass, we ended up coming back to the room. We ended up watching more Stranger Things because that's something we've been doing, is watching Stranger Things. So we just got done with episode 4. My God, blowing my mind a little bit. But then we ended up coming to the pool. We swam last night. And I would have brought the GoPro with me, but I also think it's weird having the GoPro with a bunch of people swimming. And then we also did go to the hot tub, so I was going to show you quickly the hot tub as well. And then I think we're going to try to go to Riverside for a little bit to show a little bit of Riverside, so check that out as well. Also, here is the hot tub, or the spa, kind of hidden. It's a very small hot tub. Like, I think we're so used to like seeing hot tubs like the Hilton head size, but even on our cruise it was very small too as well. So It's kind of funny because I haven't shown you like the rest of Port Orleans and everything, like the French Quarter, but like really it's not like super big, but I do love all the walking paths, looks like little streets and everything. So, but I am heading in here to see if my food is ready. I'm taking many losses this morning. So I forgot to put our food as to go, so it was dine in, and I'm like, well crap, I didn't want that, so no big deal. But I will tell you a fun story here in a second. I haven't showed you guys the walkway from down the walkway from the lobby to the pool. But something also is we didn't really look at the recreations activities. So movies under the stars. Oh, we could have watched Moana last night. That sucks. Oh well. But then you got all the different things, and then you see the arts craft, Mickey tie-dye arts and crafts. These are all extra cost. Glow Party Doubloon Lagoon, which I think is got down there. So make sure you always check your recreation activities. Like I said, then you also have the playground right there. Fun little walkway. You got the Gators, which are all playing Mardi Gras music. So because it is Mardi Gras French Quarter, so. But it's still kind of cool. And then off to the left right here, there's a little bar, so kind of nice little poolside bar you could eat at, you could drink at. I think you can order food from, I'm not 100% sure. This morning I was going to try to wake up a little bit early because we made a Epcot reservation. And because it's Epcot and it's past the 27th, we wanted to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, my alarm went off 6:45. Turn that one off. No big deal. I have a second alarm. 6:50 runs around. That alarm goes off. Turn it off. Look at my phone. Think, oh, I got a few minutes. I'm just gonna lay here, wait till 7. It gets closer to 7. 7:16. I wake up. Kayla's snacking on something. Completely missed the drop for Guardians. So, oh well. Honestly, it could be a lot worse. Just sucks. Because then also it's checkout day. So it double sucks. Oh well, it happens. Guardians will still be there. We'll make another Epcot reservation, try again another day. No big deal. I don't know if I've really shown you guys this middle area where between buildings 1, 2, and 3. Kind of nice, relaxing little area. You got a little fountain right there. It's a seating area, kind of all in the shade. It's definitely very quiet off in this side of French Quarter. So I ended up getting the Mountain Tea platter, which is eggs, potatoes, bacon, sausage, and a Mickey waffle. About $13 for this, and then I got Kayla a Mickey waffle with that giant Mickey waffle. Looks like that, but it's huge. Bacon and sausage. Well, now it's 11 o'clock. We're out of the room. Kind of wish we weren't. I liked it. Honestly, Kayla also never stayed at this resort either, so it was a new experience for her as well. So, but I mean, overall, it was a really good time out. We got to spend a decent amount of time in the room. Got to swim every day. We swam first day we got here yesterday. She wanted to swim this morning, but we ended up watching more Stranger Things instead. So
I think it's my favorite moderate resort though.
Yeah, this is the quietest of the moderate resorts, but it's also the smallest. It's actually I think the smallest resort on Disney property. Not 100% sure, but I'll have to check.
No, I think it is too.
Because if you do it with just with Port Orleans, with Riverside and French Quarter, it's one of the biggest. But if you just split it between French Quarter and Riverside, French Quarter is the smallest. So, but we're officially out of the room. Say we're supposed to check out on the app. Usually just leave. So I think what it mostly just means that if you need to pay off any reoccurring balances or anything, you do it on the app. So, but overall, I highly recommend, if you have the chance, try staying at French Quarter if you want to spend a little extra money. You get a little bit more room. It's a lot quieter, a little more ease to get everything, so I highly recommend it. It's a little more expensive than your value, but kind of get what you paid for, I feel like. So, but with all that being said, as we do head to the car, leaving French Quarter, we will see y'all next time.